my name's Lucy and I'm a children's book illustrator. So, as this is my first ever YouTube video, unless you count the one that's super duper old that I will leave up on my channel for nostalgic purposes, I thought why not start off by talking a little bit about who I am. I'm a children's book illustrator. I live in the UK and I'm from a mysterious land called Lincolnshire. This is a picture book that I wrote and illustrated about Nipper. Nipper was a rescue dog. Here he is. Oh! This book was published by Child's Play, the lovely Child's Play, back in 2018. So it was quite a long time ago, and basically I would love to get another book published, and I'll be documenting everything on this YouTube journey. I did have a literary agent. She retired last year, so I am agentless at the minute and feeling a bit nervous about that, kind of like I'm starting from scratch. But also I had a baby last year, my first baby, and it has sort of turned my freelance career a little bit upside down, but in a good way. And I thought it would be a good idea to talk about how I've changed the way I work in this first video. Cool, so my phone memory just died, so this is a really good start. Anyway, why am I doing YouTube? I've always loved watching other creatives on YouTube, and I guess I've always been tempted to give it a go, and you know what, here we are. I've birthed a child, so I feel like the world is my oyster, and why not just try something new? It might be interesting for other people going through the same thing to see how I get back into work, etc, etc. And as you know, when you've had a baby, things get expensive, so I will be interested to see if I can eventually monetize this channel, and it might be an extra source of income. You never know. I think that'll be really interesting to see. I'm very intrigued. But yeah, but mostly I'm just excited to share the journey of getting back into work after having a baby. So before I had my baby, I had all the time in the world, apart from I did work part-time in a normal job, as most illustrators do. I feel like I almost had too much time, because I think sometimes I'd come sit at my desk and think, I have no idea what to do. There's too many options. Now that I have less time, it's allowed me to hone in on actually what is important, what should I be focusing on? The situation is I have one guaranteed afternoon a week to focus on illustration time, and it must not be interrupted by anybody under any circumstances. So that's been super, I wouldn't even say helpful, I'd say essential in actually getting stuff done. So I asked myself, if I've only got a few precious hours a week, what do I want to be focusing on? And the answer has always been children's books. So this year I'm really trying to build up that side of my career again. So I was thinking about it because somebody asked me on Instagram, how are you getting back into illustration after having a baby? And it really is just 3 simple things. Number 1, having that dedicated time, which I'm very lucky to have because I've got a little bit of family childcare. Thank you, they are here now. But yeah, having that dedicated time and actually scheduling it in, I've found that to be essential. If I didn't have this time, I don't think I'd get anything done, because it's all right saying do work when your baby goes to bed, but then about anybody else, by the time you've put your kid to bed, you've tidied up, you've washed up, you've had a shower, blah blah blah, it's about 9 o'clock and you're absolutely shattered and not feeling creative. But anyway, I digress. Number 2, drawing from life and using sketchbooks again. I really got out of this habit and I don't know why, but I am getting back into it, actually using a sketchbook again. Speaking of which, I treated myself to a Cara Pith sketchbook, which I will be taking with me next week to Whitby, which I'm very excited about as it's our first holiday as a family of 3. So this week I need to plan, what am I going to take on this trip? Let's pack a pencil case. I will film that. So the third thing I've been focusing on to try and get back into illustrating is online art challenges and I guess online workshops. Taking part in things like the Colour Collective on Instagram. Basically, every week a colour's posted and you create an illustration based around that colour. which is a really fun challenge and actually sort of encourages you to use colours that you'd never normally use. Apparently many publishers and industry people do look at it, so that's great to do. Also, joining online workshops. I've been attending some London Drawing Group workshops which Emma Carlisle has been hosting, and in fact there was one the other day based on foxes, and look at these lovely foxes that I managed to draw. I'm very happy with those. They're great because again you can book yourself in on these workshops and dedicate that time to drawing, and especially if you've paid for it, it's like, well, you know, if I've paid for it, I've got to do it, I've got to attend. So that's a great thing to do. So this week's goals we have: number 1, finish or do a colour collective illustration. Hopefully I'm going to do that now, we shall see. Actually edit and upload this YouTube video because I have filmed it a couple of times. May I say it's actually really difficult to make videos. Kudos to people that do regular videos. I need to share some stuff on social media. I need to share some stuff on social media. That was a mouthful. And get it scheduled. I need to prepare my pencil case for Whitby. I believe that's it. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Let's jump into the week. Hello, I am now going to start my colour collective drawing. It is just gone 2:05, so I'm not sure how long this will take me. But this, let me just flip the camera. Okay, yeah, so this is the Colour Collective account on Instagram. And as you can see, every week they post a colour and you do the illustration based on that colour. And oh my goodness, mine got chosen last week, which I'm very honoured about. So here's some examples. So this week we have this lovely colour which is called nickel titanate yellow. That's better. I tell you what I might use for this. I downloaded an app called, I think it's Cooler, where you can put a colour in and it would generate a random colour palette. So this will be a great opportunity to try that. Let's see what it says. So the first thing I did is put the hex code in for that colour, which is at the top, and then I could lock that colour in and press shuffle, and all the other colours shuffled until I found a palette that I liked. As you can see, there's a lot of other things you can do on this app, but I've just not tried it yet. But I would recommend. This was very fun. And unbeknownst to me, I did film a lot of clips of me drawing and testing out all my different materials to try and match that palette, but a Tesco delivery came, and not that you need to know that, but the Tesco man came to the door and I pulled my mic receiver out of my phone and forgot to plug it back in. But never mind, here I am swatching all my different colours and pulling some weird faces. Does anyone else do that when they draw? I didn't actually know that I did that until I started editing this video, but there we go. Oh my goodness, that was so difficult. I would never usually use a really bright yellow like that, but again, that's why this challenge is so good. I whipped out this new Neo colour that I got that I was quite excited to use, which is olive brown, and just started doodling, and basically I've ended up with this, which is a very, very small image of what hopefully you can see is a little girl and a cat, and this is tiny. I'm going to zoom out. Look how small this is. This is an A4 sketchbook, and there's my hand. It's teeny weeny. I think sometimes I draw really, really small and I like it because it keeps the texture and the looseness of it. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan this in and see what we're looking like. What I usually do is with my art is I'll sketch something in my sketchbook and scan it in, add little details in Procreate and Photoshop. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I am quite happy with how this is looking. Let's go. Does anyone else's desktop look as messy as mine? Oops. I'm now going to edit it a little bit on Photoshop. I'm just going to tidy it up a little bit. Here's what we're looking like so far, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up great, but I've screen grabbed the colour of the week, and to be fair, that yellow is not looking far off. But yeah, I am now going to send this to my iPad and maybe add a few more little details in Procreate, and I think we're there. I'm actually really happy with this. These colours I would have never ever put together usually, but I think they're so pretty and I'm really happy with this so far. Hooray! Okay, this is gonna be pretty hard for me to film, so I think I'm just gonna go for it, add my details, and I'll show you what it looks like in a sec.
Close the curtain, sweating, shaking all over. Imagine you're here.
Here's some little detail I've added to the little girl and the cat. I have made the yellow blobs more opaque at the top, the leaves. And now what I'm going to do, something I like to do, is I'm going to make a black and white layer so I can see what this is going to look like grayscale, because then I can see if I need to bump up the tone and contrast at all. This was a tip I learned on my MA at Cambridge School of Art, and I actually forgot about it until a couple of years ago. My friend Sally reminded me of it, and I thought, oh, what a great idea. Anyway, that's what we're looking like, black and white. I think I need to add some darker tones around here to balance it out. So I'm going to have a go and see what it looks like.
Just a little, take me a long way. Won't you visit? Won't you stop by to stay?
Here we have the finished picture. I'm very happy with that. I'm going to get that scheduled. I might just erase that little sticky outy bit down there. Ooh, and the random fingerprint down there. Might just erase those, and I'll get it scheduled to be posted on Friday. I'm really happy with the textures and all the different colours actually. This is something I've been trying to get back into my work. There's an old bit of work here from my very old uni portfolio that I dug out and thought, I really miss using lots of texture and being really loose. So this is the sort of vibe I'm aspiring to be like at the minute. In contrast to, I suppose, sort of stuff like this, which is really quite flat. Not sure if that makes any sense to anyone but me, but there we go. Anyway, let's get this posted, and you might be able to hear my baby in the background giggling, which is super cute. Hello from me a couple of days later, who is currently editing this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It took me forever to edit it. Oh my gosh, I never realised how long editing videos can take. When I was filming the other day, I was so tired and I couldn't really tell, and I'm editing it now and I feel like I sound so monotone and bored. So please excuse that. Maybe I'm just being really self-critical. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't boring. I wasn't going to post it, but you know what? Everybody has to have a first video. And here's mine. I hope it was okay. I'm going to film the Whitby pencil case video separately because I've been editing this video and it's turned out quite long. Over 15 minutes long. It's going to take me a while to swatch all my different materials for that and pack the pencil case. So that does require a video on its own, I believe. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and congrats if you've made it this far to the end. Ooh, and I must remember to say, don't forget to like and subscribe, because that will push the video out to other people who might enjoy watching it. So yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.